Hello everybody, how are you? Good morning, it's Victoria Lorien Fabish, holistic psychotherapist, registered psychotherapist, and yesterday was a numbing day from all the events in Toronto, and I'm sure you know what happened here in Toronto. We had something that's never really happened before here, which is a mass shooting, and I have to tell you that I have been in shock. Yesterday I couldn't go live, I was in tears. But today we rise from the ashes, everybody. We rise together. And to me, you know, this has nothing to do with anything other than a mental illness situation. And that's why this is a courageous conversation, because the guy fell through the cracks, that's all it is. And his parents tried, it seems from what I was reading, to help him, but the system the system possibly failed him, and he suffered from terrible psychosis. And what I'm here to say is that we can rise from the ashes. There is such a thing as post-traumatic growth. We don't have to just cower and go into a rock and not go out and not enjoy, and then also, have opinions about different cultures, which is, this is not what any of this is about. Let's just be clear. This is about mental illness. This is about mental health. This is about, and please share this video, everybody. I feel that this is important because we as a city have gone through hell, and I just want to make sure that we are, I just want to make sure that we are not judging this in the wrong way. And I just want to put this over here. And because I'm hearing the rumblings of people, doing that. And I want to stop that, because that's BS. I know. I'm opinionated in that regard. But I have to tell you that the only way, in my opinion, as a mental health practitioner, to look at this is from a mental health perspective, and what is needed in this country and in this city and in this province more in terms of, and I'm just sharing this on my different pages, so please share it on yours, because I feel like people need to proliferate the information and really, really comment if you're here, because I'm going to take everyone through a bit of a meditation at one point. But I just really want you to understand that, this is possible as a city, as a community, to come past this without seeing things in a way that is not correct. And, this is the only thing that this is I believe, really managing how guns get in this country, and really managing our mental health situation. That to me is the key to all of this. And I feel there is so much here that can be looked at, other than what I'm hearing some of the crazy opinions being looked at. This is not about keeping people out. This is about treating people with mental illness. This is about keeping guns out. And as a country, I believe that we emotionally, psychologically are not, as gun-oriented as our neighbors to the south. Even though the city has been just plagued by gun violence, for Christ's sake. This has just been ridiculous and horrible and tragic. And please share, as you like the video, please share it, because we're trying to have a courageous conversation about what happened in this city yesterday, or day before yesterday. I feel like I was in complete shock yesterday, and I was unable to even focus. My husband just leaving. To even focus on anything. And today, as I was meditating, I was like, listen, this is not about anything but mental illness, and about making sure guns don't get into this country, and to resume an attitude about guns, that we are not a country about guns, that kind of thing. Because we used to kind of be there. We used to be in that way, which was, we don't want guns. And the other thing I want to say is that we can rise from all of this. We can come beyond this. There are so many ways that we as a city can come together. And I want you to come together. I want us all to come together. This is incredibly, incredibly tragic. Oh my God. I was just like you, just beyond, like my eyes are puffy from crying. And I just want you to know that that we can get beyond this, and we need to look at what it is all about, really. So let's just focus our beings on unhealing from this, and on proliferating the correct messaging, which is not fear. Gina Hatzies is coming on the show tomorrow, and she's going to talk about courage and cultivating courage. And she was right on with her post when she said this is not about fear mongering, because the CP24, fear. But I want us to get out there. I was just in that area. I was just in those restaurants. I was just I was at Seven Numbers. I've been at Metsy's very recently, hopping over to Dimitri's for some sinful dessert and deliciousness, and one of my favorite areas of the city, And this guy was just an effed up, mentally ill, inappropriate, or not adequately treated or medicated. And his parents obviously were at a loss. He's 29 years old. But what I do feel is that his parents maybe could have done a bit more to force him into help, to force him into, getting him into a psych ward and forcing him to be in that psych ward. And then did the hospital, maybe take him in the psych ward and then release him many times, which has happened. These are the kinds of things where our mental health system needs to be better tended to, needs to be looked at in a much, much more direct way as to how we deal with people who are suffering from psychosis. Because it's, medication alone is not going to do it. You've got to have a full system, a holistic system where you're dealing with emotions, medication, and it's hard on the family, folks. God, it is so hard on the family. It is so difficult on the family. And it is so incredibly powerful when people get the right treatment. They transform, and then they become amazingly productive, awesome, fantastic citizens, But why did he not get the right help? And what was that about, And to me, those are the questions. Why didn't he get the right help? What happened? What fell apart there? To me, those are the questions, not the questions that I'm hearing about all kinds of other stuff, just because of what he's called, what his name is and what his culture is. That's BS, and it's a mental health conversation, and it's a gun conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to remember that. But if we could all come together and please understand that we can rise from this, and we can come from a place of strength, from a place of educated strength, and learn. Let's learn from this. I'm glad all the leaders of our country are coming together at the provincial level, at the city level, at the federal level. I'm glad. Thank you, Wen. Please share. I appreciate you saying it's excellent. Please share. I feel like people can come together, and I'm so glad that all of those people are coming together, provincially, federally, and city, and the mayor, but they need to be talking about things like what's happening with mental health at a top level conversation. We need more money into our mental health end of things. That is just sorely missing. And why wasn't he kept in a hospital? These are the things, until he was stable. What happened in that regard? These are the things that I am interested in conversing about. But I also am interested in conversing on the fact that I want you to go out there. I want you to breathe, and I want you to say positive affirmations as you go to the Danforth, as you go to the different festivals of our beautiful city, as we get back to Toronto the good. Toronto the good. Remember Toronto the good? Well, Toronto is still the good. we just have a lot more people in the city and a lot more events and a lot more things going on. But we can get back to an attitude of Toronto the good and not into, Toronto is like Detroit. I was reading someone saying, oh, Toronto's like Detroit. No, well, Detroit's a fine city. But let's get back to, our ways of looking at things as Toronto. And so that means going out there, not cowering, not spreading an internal message of fear, no fear mongering, as Gina Hattie says, and also to really, really allow yourself to rise from all of this in a way that you are not just, cowering and being afraid. And I myself was like, oh my God, yesterday. But no, don't let those thoughts proliferate. Come out of it and be part of the planet, be part of the community, and spread courage as a when someone starts to fearmonger and starts to proliferate fear thoughts, try and interject that and poke a hole in that and go, no, we can't just let fear take over, because we're a great city that needs to sort of lead by example as a big city that can be courageous, that doesn't have to proliferate fearfulness. And we can talk about the correct things. So I just want everybody to not allow fear, but bring instead courage, thoughtfulness. Allow instead for the experience of trauma to help you to grow and help you to learn and help you to fortify yourself and help you to be someone who doesn't just collapse into trauma as if it's the only, guiding principle. No, growth is a guiding principle, not trauma. I mean, trauma happens and then you can grow. You don't have to be at the mercy of that trauma. And the growth looks like poking holes in fearful arguments, allowing yourself to just get back right on the horse and go into communities that things happen. Allowing yourself to say intelligent conversations about what this is all really, really about. The root causes, not just the symptoms, the root causes of this all, And to me, you've got to look at much behind everything as to what's really going on. And these are just symptoms and results. But what's going on behind all of that? So I'm really wishing that everyone just do some breathing, slow breathing. A count of 3 in, hold for 3. And exhale for 3. And breathe in for 3 or 4. Hold for 4. And exhale for 4. Close your eyes and put your hand on your heart. And think of a time when someone was kind to you. And really feel that. And think of a time when you were kind to someone else. Someone that possibly wasn't so kind to you, but you were kind to them. Breathe and really think of that time when you were kind to someone else. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And think of a time in which you saw 2 people being kind to each other. Think of that. We're generating an energy of kindness. Really feel it. And I want you to take that energy that you're generating right now of kindness to self, kindness to others, people being kind to one another, and I want you to send it out to the city. The city, the entire city needs your kindness. Every human on this city, on this planet, but in this moment in this city, needs you to really, really simply be kind. Be kind. Allowing this kindness to proliferate through the entire province. Just imagine people receiving your kindness. Imagine the Danforth receiving your kindness and that healing. Just every person in that area, in the Danforth area. So we're going from the province back to the Danforth because I forgot the Danforth. I didn't forget the Danforth, but I wanted to just focus on you sending your kindness to the Danforth, to all of the stores and all of the beautiful restaurants and all of the workers and all of the staff and all of the residents and all of the people that are part of the Danforth community. They need our love and our kindness and our attention and our proliferation of goodness and of compassion and of healing. Do that now. Send that to the area and just let that whole vibration of kindness proliferate past your being into the city, into the Danforth area, into the entire city, into the entire province, and just feeling a wave and a blanketing of kind, positive, healing energy right now. And just open your eyes gently and choose to continue that vibe, that energy through the day. That is what I'm asking you to do. And to really, really just allow yourself the really important experience of not seeing this as anything, these events, as anything but symptoms of a bigger picture and opportunities for growth and transformation and questioning important systemic systems in our country about mental health and about gun control. Not how many guns come into the city, or if any guns should come into the city. I say none. Blessings. Keep up the positivity. Keep the true thoughts about this, not the fear thoughts, because they are false evidence appearing real. Keep the truth up. Keep the truth up, not the fake, false information. All right. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Have a beautiful day. And tomorrow I'll be here with Gina Hatzies. All right, bye for now.